Hey guys, it's me. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of an update. As most of you know, I've been doing DoorDash. I also got a side job of Uber Eats. I'm actually just got approved for Uber, but because of everything going on with my caravan, the guy that sold it to me, there was like some issues, like I don't know, like electrical issues mainly. So I'm trying to sell that to get a new car because the one I have now is just, it keeps dying. So I'm hoping to get a newer vehicle so I can like keep doing that. I put an application in at Domino's Pizza, so fingers crossed I get that, but really I can't do anything until I get my car. With all the drama that was going on down home, I'm gonna do a video like going on in detail about like exactly what happened and my personal experience, which you guys can already look at my other channel, which was Mystic Mandy 888, or Mystic Mandy. My family, after my dad passed away, as you guys know, when someone passes away, families just they go crazy, right? I've seen it happen not just in mine but in many other families. But the thing that made this different, they tried to weaponize my childhood abuse and sexual abuse against me. They tried to attack my mind. They went behind my back, made up a bunch of rumors, crazy ass rumors. Like, some of the shit when I found out, that was just like so disgustingly out there. Like, you're obviously trying to make me look like a bad person, right? It's enough to make me almost have a heart attack, to be honest. It's like, and it was people that I never expected, like people that were always in my life and like try to pretend to be family, pretend to be friends. And for a measly $30,000, the price of a new car, they would willingly shoot me in the back of the head with my dad's own pistol. As you guys saw, I encourage everyone to go check out my other channel and look at the video of my Uncle Richard and Cindy, his hoe, whatever the fuck she is, that he's been with, fucking her, fucking other bitches, impregnating all these other bitches, forcing this bitch to have an abortion, fucking his sister, fucking my cousin. Like, that's Richard, okay? There's a reason why my dad never let me around him. There's a reason Richard was never allowed in the house. There's a reason why my dad he would drive up to the outside of the fence and dad would never let him in. Because he betrayed my dad multiple times. Not just financially, but weaponized. He's the type of person that weaponizes things. Like, secrets, like for example, if you had a niece, right? And you knew that, you know, your brother was an alcoholic and who he had a child with doesn't give a fuck, never gave a fuck about him. So he and his sisters, like, instead of intervening and trying to do something when he would see me being beaten or he would see me running away, and he wanted to weaponize that against me as well. Because when I was a preteen, I ran away because I was with my friend at the time. I don't know how old I was, maybe 12, 13. And we were in the basement, and at that time I was trying to like start a band and like different things. Okay, I've done outgrown that, whatever. I still like music, but I'm older now. I can't do things like I used to. I've also had surgery on my back. I suffer with different health issues, which I'm also going to go deeper into detail about that, because for some reason there's like some kind of, I don't know what the word is for it, but they try to say that what's the word for it? Like, I'm dramatic, or what's the word when you try to use your illness to make you look like a victim, or try to make you look like, I don't know what the word is, but I've had this health issue since I was a little kid because of this sexual abuse, also physical abuse, mental abuse. I'm not gonna go into detail, but let's just say it left permanent damage to my body, okay? So my family would even try to weaponize that because they knew I couldn't get into relationships. I had a lot of fear with like intimacy. Anytime I tried to feel comfortable, like I would try to like experiment with who I was, right? I would date girls. Like, My family was very, very religious. They were also part of the Freemasons, so they like wanted control over your life fully. They were very bigoted. They were very, it was my way or the highway type of thing. My dad fought in 3 wars: Grenada, Korea, Desert Storm, for apparently the land of the free. But yet, you know, if you're a Freemason like Richard and Cindy and Megan, you can just fuck old men in the courthouse and they'll just slip you a little thing under the table, and you can just, you know, even if my grandma had a legal binding will, thick, from Thurman Law Reform, like detail by detail, right? Then my dad had a will. They threw them both out. So just know, guys, if you have a kid, which it's not going to matter because 10, 15 years down the line, they'll change the laws again, so then they can just fuck you over and steal your land and your valuables from, you know, your daughters, your granddaughters, your family. That's how the law is now. America is not the land of the free. It's the land of the corrupt. It's not really, there's no freedom for me. Why can I not get treatment? Why can no one seem to find out what the fuck is wrong? Why am I having seizures? Why am I passing out? Why have I been doing it for years, by the way? Why do I have muscle nerve damage? Why do I feel like an old person? And they're like, oh, it's your weight, it's your weight. And then they would jab me with that. You're fat, you're ugly, right? Just jabbing it more, digging it more, right? So I had no choice, you know, like, even though, and the thing is, some people really believe some of the shit these people are saying. Like, they think that I'm not really sick, okay? So then I had to upload my medical records, okay? Because I'm so done of fighting for like the bare minimum of survival, and I'm so done of people trying to turn a narrative only for them to look like a good person, like Sis and Lorraine. Look at how good we are. We're so godly. We're so perfect. Look, I'm helping her. And then whisper behind everyone's back in the family, yeah, she was molested. You know, she's crazy. You know, she's molested. She really needs us. She was sexually abused as a kid. You know, she's not, you know, she's slow. She's not all there. No, my mind actually works. Do I have times where I'm a little manic? Yeah, but I also live in fucking hell, apparently. I also live in a world where I'm surrounded by people that are fake as fuck and have no fucking shred of loyalty. I mean, Sis would do little betrayals to me. Like, I kind of understood Lorraine was a little bitter because even though it's not my fault, she blames me because basically, when me and Sis had to flee Dad was really abusive. I'm gonna be honest. He was a drunk, okay? And he would drink 40 beers or more a day, okay? Just for an evening, okay? After a certain point, especially if he mixed pills with it, pain pills, he mixed, what else did he mix? Oh my god, he had a whole fucking pharmacy downstairs, guys. Like, everything you can think of, because he was in an accident. And he used to work for US Tool, right? He got his arm stuck in a machine and it like tore his skin all the way up to his elbow, right? He's also, you know, had different injuries throughout his life, but the thing is, he was also a chronic smoker. He, you know, his childhood wasn't fucking peaches and cream either, you know. Look at Richard, look at my dad, both drunks. My dad would get drunk and say that Don used to take him and his brother into the woods with Donnie and do fucked up shit with them. And he went to the army to get a good, healthy, masculine father figure because apparently something was so fucked up in his personal life that he had to go check out his brain and have someone else control his brain in the military, so it wasn't as painful to realize, right? Because think about this too. Grandma Ruby had an affair with a different man, right? So Dad was not the son of Don Black. So all his life, imagine the fucking weird dichotomy there between Mindy and Richard thinking they're fucking, I deserve it because I'm actually pure-blooded, which doesn't mean fucking shit. And they think Don Black's a fucking hero. He's fucking not. Richard should fucking know that, but you know, Richard tends to worship men that like to fuck women, fuck them in every way possible, fuck them completely over, get them pregnant, force them to have an abortion so they're so fucked up mentally they can control them like puppets and flying monkeys to send them out to attack people. That's the fucking truth. That's why people don't like me, because I say the fucking truth and I keep it fucking real and I keep it brutally honest, and they don't like that. And that's why I was sent here. I warned Richard too multiple times. You don't want to do this. You don't want to have the repercussions of what's going to happen, because publicly I'm going to expose you. And then they're going to see, oh, Richard and Cindy and Melinda got this money, okay? So then that's going to make all those enemies of your guys's come out of the woodwork and attack you for it, like you did me, right? Because you're pure-blooded? Because you got the blue Nazi eyes of Don Black? That makes you better than me? Richard thinks he's better than my dad, and my dad served in the military. That's how fucking loony he is. He has such an inflated ego. He thinks he's so fucking irresistible and handsome, and he's got money, and he can just sling his dick to the left, sling his dick to the right, all around. You get a little, you get some, you get some, you get some with that diseased fucking dick. You get a little bit. Oh, you my niece? You get a little some. You my sister? You get a little some. You my mama? You get a little some. That's how he is. A prick. At the end of the day, he's a prick. At the end of the day, he's disgraceful to his family. He doesn't have no honor. He doesn't have no pride. He doesn't have shit that really makes you a man. And it took me, my fat ass, to have to tell you that, because you're so fucking delusional. Because you have Megan over here with her daughter, who surprisingly looks a lot like you and has a fucked up leg, almost like they're inbred, like Mindy had. It's almost like you guys can't stand me because I take all the bullshit you throw at me and I connect the dots and puzzles and fucking figure you out. I think that's about accurate, right? And while I'm out here shaking my ass, shaking my fat ass, big booty bitches make the world go round. Big booty bitches make the world go round, yeah. Big booty bitches make the world go round. And you can't have none of this? You wish you could, bitch. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. Yeah, that's right, bitch. And you keep wondering, all this shit he keeps he attacked my YouTube channel with Megan, which there are cyber laws now, which everything they're doing is being monitored. All your cell phones, the government monitors them. I mean, you can look it up. Don't believe me, go look it up, okay? So they saw all the shit Megan did. Alicia, Megan, Ethan, Richard, Cindy, Melinda, Black Vaughn, Sis, Lorraine. God saw everything. Why do you think God moved me all the way here? Why do you think God gave me all these jobs? And why do you think all this shit happens when I finally get away from toxic ass people that tell me all my life, you can't do this, you can't do that, oh, your arms, oh, you're crippled, oh, this. When really now, when I think back up to it, you were trying to keep me down so you can look like some kind of fucking savior. Let's be honest. And same with Lorraine. Did you guys ever do shit that actually meant something? Did you guys ever do the shit that you should have fucking did? Like, remember all those fucking teeth? You didn't want to have to spend $90 to fix. No, just pull them out. Remember that, sis? Remember how I had all those issues that you knew about from my childhood and you took me to get surgery on them, which caused more issues, right? Because you know everything, but you don't. Just like with my mental health, oh, you have this, you have that. No, you don't fucking know. Just because you worked at a mental institution, which is probably where you took my medical records and gave them to Richard, right? How the fuck else does it happen? I mean, you guys think I'm fucking stupid. You guys always thought I was fucking stupid. You guys always treated me like I was fucking nothing. When I was your slave, when I was your maid, when I was cleaning your fucking kitchen, cooking food for you every fucking holiday, every fucking time on Sundays, taking your asses to the hospital, defending your ass with Brad and all his druggy buddies busting in your house all the fucking time. That doesn't count for fucking shit to you guys, does it? No, because I was the only real fucking one. You're gonna come to realize, looking back on this, I was the only real fucking person in your life that was protecting you from shit. Because Liz, Amy, Brad, they're the same, okay? And you would rather go live with Amy than live with me. You would rather throw me under the bus to get a little bit of money. Wow. It's almost like this whole time, imagine, this whole time you were really trying to get me to believe you cared and loved me and loyal to me, and then I find out all these years you've been talking shit behind my back, spreading rumors, because you wanted to keep me as your possession, as, look at me, look, I'm a good person, give me attention. Oh, no matter what they say, it doesn't matter, because look, I'm taking care of her, a charity case. Just like Liz and Amy treated Bella. Why the fuck do you think Bella left? Me and Bella fucking relate on a lot of shit, and I understand how the fuck she feels. Bella, don't fucking go around them. I'm telling you now, Bella, stay the fuck away from them. Fucking move out of state. Go somewhere where no one knows where the fuck you are. Cut off all contact. And the real fucking people will look for you. The real fucking people will find you. All these fake people like Sis, Lorraine, Richard, Mindy, Cindy. It's been years, holidays past, no sorries, no, fuck, nothing. They don't feel bad. I mean, hell, let's talk about the real shit. When I ran away as a preteen, when I found the files of all the pictures of me and what happened to me as a kid in detail, and my friend was there, okay? That's what sent me on a mental thing, because also Dad was lying to me, because I was having fucking dreams and shit, and having, like, anxiety issues revolving around people, school. I was having issues, like, I just knew something wasn't right, okay? I just knew it, okay? And then when I find it and you lie to me, like, that causes a fucking psychotic break, right? So then they wanted to weaponize that against me. Which, Sis was the one that put me in there. Had my dad sign off on it because, you know, he's a drunk. He can't really make decisions. If we want to be honest, guys, that's honest. You know, I still love and care about my dad, but my dad made a lot of fucked up mistakes, and my dad was a drunk. That's the truth. And he did some fucked up shit to me, okay? And it's because he was drunk, and he did pills, and he would put hands on me. He would strangle me to the ground. He'd hit me. He'd do fucked up shit to us. He'd go down in the basement with a fucking axe, come up, think there's little people on the table after drinking and taking pills, and smash the table to pieces, okay? He would lay in the fucking road shooting at houses behind us with a rifle. Okay, that was my life, okay? And when Kevin died, which was Mindy's husband, Megan's dad, Jesse's dad, Mindy, like, cleaned on to Richard to be like, oh, help my little girls. Which, of course, Richard was like, ooh, little girls where? Underage where? That's him. Fucking sneaky ass, sly, devilish, lying fox, trickster spirit. Look what he did to Grandma Ruby. Look what he did to Grandma Bandy. Look what he did with Grandpa Jerry. Look what he did with my dad. You don't think, guys, that he's gonna betray Mindy? You don't think he's gonna betray Cindy? You don't think he's gonna betray Megan, Jesse, anyone? If it saves his ass wrong, you're gonna find out. There's a reason why Dad kept him at a fucking distance from me, because Dad knew, because he betrayed Dad multiple times, and Dad told me about it. multiple times, and it's all involving money. Just like he did the same thing he did to me, to my grandma Bandy. Made her homeless, made her lose her house. He sued her because his girlfriend put his head through her window and won that case. So who is Richard sticking his dick into in the courthouse? That's what I want to know. Who's he fucking in that courthouse? Is it a female, a male, both? Because he's doing something. Because there's corruption in the government. There's corruption in St. Francis County courthouse. What the fuck is going on? No one can seem to answer that. It's almost like they're scrambling to cover their fucking asses, right? You guys are gonna find out. Mark my words, y'all are gonna find out, and it's gonna be karma for what you did to me. You guys are gonna live through. You thought what you put me through was hell? Girl, you gonna find out what hell really is, because there's gonna be people coming out of the woodwork to expose all of you guys. And I'm gonna sit here and let it happen because you sit there and watched all that shit happen to me. Now everybody knows about my childhood abuse. Everybody knows what happened. So sis can't keep it a secret, weaponize it against me to try to keep me in, command. Richard can't use it to try to get more money. Mindy can't use it to try to shut me up for what she's doing to her kids. Boom, bitches. You didn't expect this bitch. You didn't expect this fat bitch to do it, did you? Boom, bitches, but God, bitch. But God, bitch. Every time you guys tried it, like even in school, Megan would try to bully me with her friends. It never fucking worked because we all know you were the fucking hoe. Remember, you told everyone, oh, I donated blood and I got a disease because they gave me a dirty needle from Red Cross. Girl, we all know you fucked Richard. Girl, we all know you a hoe. Girl, everybody all knows how you really are. Okay, come on now. You can't be telling me that if I don't have any fucking kids. You can't be telling me that when I've only been with 3 fucking people my entire life because I have my own mental issues due to sex and intimacy, right? Which you guys wanted to weaponize to make sure I would never have that from anyone. Which says a lot about you guys. And how loyal you are to your own family. Your own blood. Blood's thicker than water, right? Okay. Just know I'm working my fat ass off with 3 jobs. Stacking my cash. And I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to disappear from your life. Because apparently you guys don't give a fuck about me. And then you're going to find out how really hard it was. Then you're going to find out you got no divine protection at all from what's going to hit you guys. Karma. That's karma for you. And you deserve it. You all deserve it. Especially Richard. Especially Richard, Megan, Mindy, Cindy. You guys really deserve that harsh karma coming towards you. And I think you already know it's coming because it's tick-tock, right? You've already fucked over enough people, right? You're not a winning horse, Richard. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that. There's something mentally wrong with you. Whatever was wrong with Dad. Usually it's from your dad and your mom being abusive to you. I can see it because victims see it because they've been through it. So you need to stop blaming all women because you can't seem to commit. You need to stop blaming all women because you're a piece of shit that cheats and can't keep your dick in your pants. You need to stop being a thieving scumbag. You need to probably get your life on track because you're old now. You got white hair. I mean, I don't know really what you thought was gonna happen, but surprise, bitch. Like, it's just funny to me at this point because it's like, you guys was willing to do all of this for a price of a new car? And then once you spend it and it's over, now what? Yeah. Well, we're going to go more into detail. This is just going to be a one-part, guys, series. I'm going to go into more details and, like, expose everything that went on. Also, like, check out my other channel. I expose security footage of when my dad passed away. My grandma and my dad left me their house. My family decided, my aunt and my uncle decided to team up together to try to break in my house and take my dad's gun and shoot me in the back of the head with his pistol. Didn't work. I didn't even get to get all my stuff. I fled with one Jeep full of stuff. They even tried to weaponize the local police in Bonne Terre to try to bully me on my own private property. You know, I hope someone investigates them. I hope there's a private investigator investigating them, their devices, all their phones, because they got multiple. Richard's been nonstop, and Cindy's been nonstop following me on the internet, like reporting my channels, reporting my social media pages, reporting my YouTube, you know, doing things so I can't speak out about what had happened, so they can protect themselves. But freedom of speech, bitch. Fuck you. Abuse of power. Fuck you. Rick Harris on Pork Hills was a lawyer that took $10,000 from me and worked with their asses to steal it. So just be known, don't use Rick Harris on Park Hills. He's a corrupt lawyer. He'll take $10,000 from you and do absolutely shit. Nothing for you. And give you a really hard time, mock you, treat you like shit. His fat secretary in the front's a bitch. I'm just gonna say it, because, you know, someone's got to say the truth on how it really is, and that's how it really is, okay? I'm tired of living in this America where you can't say what you want to say. It's not really free, you know, all this abuse of power, all this corruption is right in front of our fucking face, and if we say anything about it, we get arrested, we get hurt, we get threatened by gangs like the Freemasons, gangs, you know, because Freemasons and gangs are like this. Biker gangs and Freemasons are like this, right? You know, you Freemasons better look into Richard, because he's a liability. You better look into Cindy, anyone else you got in my family, because they're a liability. They don't give a fuck. They're narcissistic. They don't give a fuck about you, the group. They give a fuck about themselves. They'll throw their own family under the bus for a little bit of money, okay? So that's how it is, okay? If you guys have any questions, drop me any comments in the comment box below. If you have any ideas for video, any things you want me to talk about, expose, I will be glad to talk about it, because I'm finally at a point now where I'm not going to probably be in America much more longer, to be honest, just because of everything that's happened, the attempts on my life and stuff like that. I might be moving out of the country. And I'm not really going to talk about that until it's done, where it's going to be, but it's going to be a safe place. It's going to be a place where I'm going to have more opportunities, better health care, access to things that I need with my condition at the moment, which I will talk about all that in another video. I can't talk about it now, but I have been having seizures. I'm actually going to show you guys my medication. Hold on. This is the medication I take now. It's called Leviatram. And I've had 2 massive seizures where I bit my tongue, and they were called grand mal seizures or whatever. After that, I kind of realized that's what they did to me. They caused that much psychological... Like, imagine you trying to keep this burdensome secret where you feel like you're an unclean spirit, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you're damaged, right? And then they just throw it out for everyone to know. Like, that's traumatizing, right? You know, maybe I could have done it in my own time, or maybe not talk about it at all so I could have some sort of peace. But see, they wanted me to feel trapped and unclean and desecrated and stuck, but it didn't matter, because that's already happened to me. I've already been attacked as a child. I've already been desecrated as a child. So all the attacks that you guys were doing to me, it just didn't do anything, because I'm familiar with darkness. I'm at peace with my light and my dark, so nothing you do to me is gonna work, right? Now, as for Megan, there's a lot of people that have some stories about her, okay? and her kids, and Mindy's husband, boyfriend, creepy dude that's spanking my little nieces with no underwear on. That's weird. That's weird to me. You're just going to continue on the generational curse for the women in the family, right? Okay, Mindy, good choice as a mother, you know, because you've been making great choices for your daughters for a while now, right? Yeah. Anyway, that's not just me. That's people that you talk to that say that. That's people in your own family that say that. That's people that's the closest to you, that smile in your face and ask how you're doing, how's your kids doing. They're the ones that say shit like that about you. Okay? So, just know when you attack me, you have no idea. You have no idea who the fuck is backing me. And that's what's funny about it, is because I warned you, Richard. I said, you don't want to do this. You really don't want to do it. But, you know, Richard's arrogant. He thinks he's the fucking disciple of God, and he's not. He uses the Bible to justify all the dark, sadistic shit he's already done in his life. And he tries to paint this facade with Cindy that they're these perfect Christians that go to church and they wouldn't do no harm. But really, Richard's a fucking diabolical bastard. And Cindy's not, she's fucking nuts. Okay, she's fucking crazy out the fucking wazoo. She's the type of person that will smell Richard's dick to see if he's cheating. Like, that's, you know, she's that crazy. Like, she's that fucking weird. When I was a kid, she wanted to, like, dress up with me, take photos with me, with Richard there. It was just, like... And then now she's, like, Una reverse and showing her true colors. It's like, girl! Ooh. Like, I'm embarrassed for you. Like, yikes. Like, you do know, like, the whole thing in Bonterra is... You just sit at Richard's house while Richard goes fucks all these bitches, right? You do know that's what people think of you, that you're just there for the money. And they say that you guys got a disease. I don't know. You guys are swingers. I don't really give a fuck. You guys are always been weird. You guys won't get married. You guys are fucking weird. And Richard's apparently married to some other bitch with a kid and keeping that hidden. Keeping kids hidden. Because he knows he's such a fucked up, diabolical bastard that as soon as people find out where his kids are, they're going to get attacked. Because that's what he did to other people's kids, right? He's been preying on all these other people's kids for years. Exposed, bitches. That's why Dad sent me here to fucking demolish your asses. Because it's just like... You guys think you get out of jail free card, you get a pass because of all the fucked up shit you went through as a kid. No, because I had it worse than you, so no. Everyone knows what your mom and dad was really like. Everyone knows what really the fuck's going on. Okay, guys, don't. Stop lying. Stop trying to deflect. Stop trying to, you know. You guys gotta talk about me to deflect from your own skeletons in your closets that you try to keep hidden. When are y'all gonna DNA test y'all's kids and find out who's really the father? You wanted to come at me, right? Well, I warned you, okay? I don't really give a fuck. I don't really care what you do. I don't really care what you say, because I hope you guys take me to court again. Because I like to throw back how you guys slandered me. And I'd love to have them reopen the case of the estate and really go over it with a fine-tooth comb to see who's really been involved in what, who really signed off on what, who really took some money under the table for what. I'd like them to look into that. Because I just have this feeling that one of you are fucking somebody in the courthouse that's a Freemason, right? Because Richard, he really likes that doggy style. That disease fucking cunt. That's what he likes. You know, because he's damaged. He doesn't think he deserves love. Healthy love, you know, for whatever reason. Probably because he's a scumbag. You know, that's what happens when you get, people pregnant and you force them to have abortions, fuck their life up. You carry karma with you. And then when you fuck my life up, right, then that's another layer, another brick, another brick, another brick. It's gonna keep happening. And I told you guys, like, I literally warned you, like, there's a reason why we left. And no, did you guys give a fuck when I ran away? No, you really didn't. You guys didn't, but you love to use any little thing against me as weapons to try to destroy me, right? Okay, well, just remember the same exact thing is going to happen to you guys. Karma.